all it needs is a kiss to be a real yaoi.
Ooh, yaoi review.
Hi everybody, it's Corbin, and today I'm here to talk to you about Satisfaction Guaranteed by Ryo Saenagi. We'll read the back and we shall delve into it and get into the nitty-gritty. Satisfaction Guaranteed. Yoshisun finds himself chained up, literally, in an apartment. But his latest client isn't into any weird fetishes. She's imprisoned him so that she can have him to herself. Yoshishun reminds her of someone special in her life. But is she barking up the wrong tree? This is rated teen, 13+. It's a comedy, and it's published by Tokyopop. So, to start off, Tokyopop's not exactly a living company or entity anymore, so these are a little hard to find new. So if you're into having absolutely new yaoi, or shonen ai, which is what this is, then you're kind of SOL. Let's talk about art style. Art style, it's the same as the previous. It's very much so a mid-2000 to early to mid-2000s kind of art style. It reminds me of Naruto. It's just one of those styles that are kind of classic to the original Wanderers, well, the more modern original Wanderers into anime and manga. So, yes. It's fun to look at, it's pretty to look at for the most part. Nothing is deformed or oddly shaped or paired. And I liked it. It didn't hurt the story at all. It didn't really do anything past be what it is. So let's get into plot. It begins with, as the back says, the main character, they just call him, I think, Yoshi in here, don't they? Or do they call him Shin? Oh, they just call him Kun. So the title guy, him, he gets kidnapped. And he is held prisoner by a girl, and the entire plot point of that is she misses a friend. He talks her down from the cliff, and that's where it ends. I mean, there's not much to the story. It's literally, I think, a little under a quarter of the book. Yeah, it's a quarter of the book, and it's a throwaway story in my opinion. It's still good. It shows you the motivation and compassion that the main character has, and that works out great. Now, the second one, again, is another story that deals, it's a mystery this time, but it's a very straightforward, easy to solve mystery. And this one leads us down a path that is kind of, I don't want to say convoluted, but it's rivalry driven. So we are at an amusement park. There's another rival amusement park, and one of them has just gotten a huge resurgence in popularity and people coming to visit the park. And I have to tell you, it's good. My only hiccup with it, realistically, was it was very predictable. I knew immediately what was happening. The second I saw it, I went, there's your answer, and I wasn't surprised. So it was still very pretty to look at, and this was the first time we got to see really a mildly fantasy kind of thing. Pretty much, the big new attraction in one of the theme parks was 2 escape rooms, and they interconnected, but the catch was in the escape rooms, each time you had 30 minutes before a murder would begin. And the murderer would be allowed to shoot 3 shots, which means 3 people could die out of a group of 12, and in each room, so 6 people in total. And after those 3 people died, they were immediately escorted out of the escape room. Well, the second you started reading it, you knew who was guilty, you knew exactly why they were guilty, because it's very, very, very well set up. Now, the last story is a 3-parter, and that one is about a robbery, a string of robberies that have been happening in a sort of tourist town thing where people go for festivals. And that one is kind of a bit of a, like a throw you for a huge turn sort of thing. It's good. It was very interesting. It by far was the best story in here. So that's a thing. I loved it. There's twists, there's turns, there's almost murder. Now, I will tell you, this kind of, in a way, it reminds me of a more PG version of Gorgeous Carrot. So, it's a mystery. It's like a combination of Gorgeous Carrot met with Case Closed. This would be the child. Literally, the only thing stopping this, pushing it from a shonen ai into a yaoi, is a kiss. The entire time, Kun, and I think that's his name is Shin. Oh, no, that one's Shin. The only thing stopping those two from hooking up, literally, is a kiss. The entire time we run across women that are interested in either one of the boys, and they both at the end of each story that we've read go, "You two are really good friends," and they have a really weird kind of creepy smile on their face, and like they know that those two are secretly going to be butt buddies some days. I mean, it's just weird and it's hard to explain, but it is so full with the subtext of yaoi in this. I would just chalk this up as a PG yaoi. I really would, because there isn't any way past the point of I had a crush on her sort of scenarios. Past that, they're very much so a couple. I mean, realistically, this is the most homosexual I can see homosexual getting. So yeah, if you guys have read this before, let me know, because I like to talk to people when they've read the yaois, or the mangas in general, and see what their opinions are. If you guys have questions or comments, shoot them down below. Give me a thumbs up and share this with a friend who likes yaoi, or shonen ai in this case, or Tokyopop, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. You like what you see? Then subscribe!